Alright, so I bought my first little drip irrigation system. It's a little cheap one off Amazon. It's got, different fittings and got little different drip heads and 50 foot of 1/4 inch tubing and some little stakes that hold it up. Anyway, we're gonna see how this works out. Little packages of fittings and things. I like how it has a quick disconnect thing, so you can disconnect it easily without having to unscrew it. It's a little quick disconnect. You kind of push that and it goes right on that little knob with the O-ring. I'm gonna go put this out in the garden and get some fittings. I got the soaker hoses on the squash, which are growing very nicely. And then here I've got the 1/4 inch hose connected to the end of the soaker hose. And like I said, I've never used this before, so I'm just kind of winging it. And it's got two different kind of little drip heads. One I think is a dripper or sprayer, and one's like a little drip. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Anyway, I'm just kind of gonna make it go along one row to the other. And I'll stop at a certain point and turn on the water and see how it looks. I'm also going to try some of this 1/4 inch drip line. It has the drippers already installed. They're 12 inches apart. I really wanted 6 inch apart, but they didn't have that. But I don't know if you can see that. See, it's got a little hole and it's got a little dripper inside the tube. I don't know how they did that, but pretty fancy. We'll see how it works. I'm gonna put this T in this little dripper in right here to give water to this bok choy. Two different types of little 1/4 inch hose. There's a polyurethane and vinyl. I think the poly hose is like really stiff. So I'm having to use a lighter to kind of melt the end just a little bit so that I could fit the fittings on. So like I said, this is my first time using any type of drip irrigation, and I've learned a lot these few days of trying to set it up. Our garden is at a slope, so the water doesn't like going uphill in these small lines, so I had to make sure that all the small 1/4 inch lines start up here at the top and they all go down, and then they are blocked off at the end. So they're, you don't want to go down there and then loop back up and try to come up, because it's not going to go up the hill. And then also I found that with that little set that I bought, these little drippers and these little sprayers, they're not exactly what I want for my vegetable garden, because they're just not what I want. But now I found at Home Depot, they got these little inline little drippers. I'm not looking at it. I like that. You just put that in the line and it drips wherever you want. And also the one that I showed earlier, where it has the drippers built into the line, I like that. I think that's my favorite. And for 50 feet, that's like $8. So you can easily get a few of those, and it's every 12 inches, but it looks like it's getting the whole row wet. So I'm gonna be getting more of that. I believe that's my favorite, because see, like these little drippers, it's like digging a hole, digging a little river. I don't need that. But anyway, now I guess here, this one, if you get it set just right, it's like a little sprinkler. But like I said, either the soaker hose or the line that has it built in, or the inline ones, that's the best as far as I'm concerned. All right. Well, if you need some drip irrigation, just go out and get it and figure it out and learn it. Get lots of vegetables. Oh yeah, and click like and share it if you can. And don't forget to go outside.